In tonight's cover story, a former Chicago news anchor and mutual friend of all of ours returns to WGN.
Joan Esposito tells her story of cancer survival to our medical reporter, Dina Baer. When she was going through treatment, Joan was very private about her battle, but then she found an organization that made her want to speak out. Dina.
Micah, Mark, and that's why she's talking to us tonight. This organization is filled with people who help transform fear into fight. When you get the worst possible news, who will help you? Your doctor to a point. But sometimes the biggest difference comes in those who know the little things about your battle. The Imerman Angels.
Well, Frazier, it's a great day for a parade. The weather is fine and we have all the ingredients.
For decades in Chicago, she anchored the day.
The Patient Self-Determination Act went into effect December 1st, 1991.
And she reported medical stories.
Scientists from around the world are struggling to develop effective treatments in the fight against cancer.
But when Joan Esposito got news from her doctor in 2006 that she had Hodgkin's lymphoma, she kept that a health secret.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't know if I was going to be alive 6 months down the road. It was pretty scary.
This single mother knew she had to face the music and move on.
I tried to pick the chemo regimen that I thought would make me most available for my kids. There are a couple of days where you truly realize that there are worse things than dying. I was sick day after day, hour after hour, week after week. Your doctor's trying to keep you alive. And a lot of the minutia is just not something they have the time for. But the minutia is what you have to live with every day.
Enter Imerman Angels, the masters of minutia.
Every age, every cancer, every treatment, every side effect, everything is covered.
Meet Johnny Imerman, cancer survivor, motivator, and founder of Imerman Angels.
I knew when I was sick, and I promised, and I prayed, and I said, if I live and I get my life back, I will find a way to make the cancer world a better place.
And that he has, changing the way people face their disease, transformed from the time he was diagnosed with testicular cancer at age 26.
I had the greatest mom in the world, greatest friends. I was never alone. But what the missing puzzle piece was for me was somebody my age, who was my gender, who was a guy, who could look me square in the eye and say, look, buddy, I did this 3-4 years ago, and I'm fine.
So in 2003, Johnny made it a mission to find those buddies, to connect people. On the internet, they fill out a lengthy questionnaire documenting every symptom, treatment, and even support system. The details help match survivor and fighter.
By 2006, this thing had taken off so much, so fast, and my phone is ringing off the hook. Some guy in Seattle, some guy in Florida, another person in Vancouver saying, I heard you know a lot of survivors, someone like me.
Terry Connolly found someone just like her. Lisa Geiger was also diagnosed with aggressive breast cancer, stage 2B, mastectomy, chemotherapy, empathy.
The first time we met, we talked like about 5 hours.
It was ridiculous, yeah. And it was when the weight just came off. Immediate friends, could relate on so many levels. And she was a godsend for me.
They go through the steps together, enduring the ups and downs, and sometimes even smiling.
Someone that can look you in the eye and say, hey, you know what? What you're going to go through isn't going to be fun, but
look, I did it. Yeah.
And you can do it.
Yeah, and it removes so much of the fear.
As an Imerman Angel, you have the most to offer is don't worry. You have a good shot of getting through this. Look at me. I was where you are, and I'm on the other side now. Have faith that you'll be on the other side one day, too.
It's the greatest thing in the world, be able to share your story and find a sense of meaning and a sense of purpose for all the chemos and all the surgeries and all the treatments. But it really is a collective effort. It's a team mission. The survivors are the lifeblood.
And they are thousands strong now. But Johnny Imerman has a dream. By 2013, he hopes anyone diagnosed with cancer anywhere in the world will have free access to the Survivors Network of Imerman Angels. And he doesn't really want it to stop with cancer. He's hoping people with other challenges will use this model so that they can reach out to others, because that support system is so invaluable. I just can't tell you.
It's so powerful to look at somebody, like they said, look at me. This can be you.
And you make connections that last a lifetime. And look at those women. They are friends for life now, finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Thanks, Dina.